What's up, Commanders Nation? Welcome back to Commanders HQ, the place where we break down every move, every rumor, and every roster decision coming out of Ashburn. Today, we're diving into a potential defensive upgrade that could come at a crucial time. Should the Commanders sign veteran pass rusher Zadarius Smith before camp? And are there growing concerns around Marshon Lattimore's role and value? If you love smart football talk, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments. Would Zadarius Smith improve our defense right now? And is Marshon Lattimore worth the price? Let's get into it. Let's face it, Commanders fans, the edge rush is a problem. After losing sack leader Dante Fowler Jr. to the Dallas Cowboys, Washington's defensive line took a major hit. While Javon Kinlaw was brought in to shore up the interior, there isn't a true pass rushing threat on the edge. Dorrance Armstrong and Cleveland Farrell are solid rotational guys, but they aren't game wreckers. That's why Bleacher Report's Matt Holder thinks the Commanders should consider Zadarius Smith, the three-time Pro Bowler who's still available in free agency. Smith had 9 sacks last year with Cleveland and Detroit. At 32 years old, he might not be in his prime, but he knows how to get after quarterbacks. This defense needs depth, leadership, and production off the edge. Smith could bring all three. Adding Smith would align perfectly with Washington's current strategy. Go all in while Jaden Daniels is on his rookie deal. That's been Adam Peters' mission all offseason. Bring in talent now, spend while you can, and try to hoist the Lombardi while your QB isn't costing you $50 million per year. We saw that mindset with the Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil trades. Why stop now? Even if Smith is used as a third down specialist, he can take pressure off the younger guys and give Dan Quinn another chess piece to work with in key moments. Now, let's shift to the other side of the defense and the growing questions surrounding Marshon Lattimore. When the Commanders traded for Lattimore last year, it was a splash move. They gave up a 3rd, 4th, and 5th round pick and took on a contract worth $36 million over 2 years. But here's the reality. Lattimore missed 6 games with a hamstring injury. When he played, he was flagged multiple times and looked out of sync. His postseason performance? Forgettable. And now he's 28, switching jersey numbers to number 2 to try to hit the reset button. According to Bleacher Report's Brad Gagnon, Lattimore is the most overpaid player on Washington's roster heading into 2025. That's a strong claim, but if we're being honest, it's not unfounded. Lattimore hasn't been the same since 2021. Injuries, inconsistent play, and now a $36 million bill, that's a tough pill to swallow for a team trying to build a championship-caliber defense. The hope is that in a more physical, size-first scheme under Dan Quinn and Joe Witt Jr., Lattimore can rebound. But right now, the pressure's on. Ben Standing of The Athletic said it best. The offseason plan was clear. Get bigger. The Commanders added Javon Kinlaw, Dietrich Weiss, and Trey Amos to address physicality, especially after Saquon Barkley dominated Washington in 3 games last season. Still, Standing notes there are few scary pass rushers on this roster, and getting bigger doesn't always mean getting better. That's why adding a vet like Zadarius Smith now makes a ton of sense. Let the kids develop behind proven pros and give yourself options in a division loaded with elite offenses. Kliff Kingsbury was hired to revamp the Commanders' offense and develop rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels. 1 year in, mission accomplished. Now, according to Bleacher Report's Mo Moton, Kingsbury is one of 8 NFL coordinators who could become head coaches in 2026. Quote, Kingsbury led a top 7 offense in scoring and total yards. In Week 3, Daniels had a breakout performance on Monday Night Football and a 38-33 road win over the Cincinnati Bengals. Kingsbury didn't just help Daniels succeed, he did it with a lean supporting cast. Outside of Terry McLaurin and Zach Ertz, the Commanders didn't have many proven weapons. Yet, the scheme worked. That's coaching. And let's not forget, Kingsbury has head coaching experience. He led the Arizona Cardinals to the playoffs in 2021 and helped Kyler Murray earn 2 Pro Bowl nods. In January, Kingsbury had head coaching interest but chose to stay in Washington. He wanted to keep building with Daniels. But if the Commanders' offense continues to shine in 2025, and all signs suggest it will, the demand for Kingsbury will only increase. It's not just what he's doing with scheme and play design. It's how he's elevating young talent and reviving veterans like Zach Ertz. And that brings us to the next big storyline in Ashburn. Let's talk about one of the most underrated pieces of Washington's 2024 playoff run, Zach Ertz. When Adam Peters signed Ertz, the general feeling was, why? He was coming off 2 disappointing seasons, and many thought he was washed. But Ertz proved them wrong, racking up 66 catches, 654 yards, and 7 touchdowns, becoming a key target for Jayden Daniels and a true locker room leader. That bounce back earned him a new 1-year deal. But here's the thing. This might be his final season in D.C. Washington invested a 2024 second-round pick in Ben Sinnott, a versatile tight end with pass-catching upside. John Bates remains the go-to blocking tight end. The plan is clear. Get Sinnott more involved in year 2. But that doesn't mean Ertz is going away quietly. He's still performing at a high level and remains a favorite target for Daniels. If Ertz stays healthy and productive, another 1-year deal is on the table. But if not, the Commanders will likely pass the baton to Sinnott. As CBS Sports put it, it's a wait-and-see scenario. But either way, Ertz's leadership and resurgence were key to Washington's success last year. Jayden Daniels gets the headlines, and rightfully so, but Kingsbury's fingerprints are all over this offense. The Commanders finished 9th in passing touchdowns despite lacking elite depth at wide receiver. Daniels' off-platform ability combined with Kingsbury's play calling created explosive results. Daniels had 75 scrambles last season, the most on record since 2000, and his ability to keep plays alive made the offense dangerous. But Kingsbury's system allowed Daniels to thrive in the pocket, something few rookie QBs manage early on. That's why Kingsbury is generating buzz again, and if he keeps this up, he could absolutely be back in a head coach's chair by 2026. Kliff Kingsbury might be entering his final season in Washington, but it's for all the right reasons. He's rebuilt his reputation, guided a young quarterback to stardom, and helped elevate veterans like Zach Ertz. And Ertz, he might be headed for one last ride, but if he keeps producing like last year, don't be shocked if he sticks around a little longer. Either way, the Commanders' offensive brain trust is clicking. Let's enjoy it while it lasts. Training camp kicks off July 22nd, and there's plenty more to cover. So here's where things stand. The Commanders have over $20 million in cap space. The defense has size, but not enough edge firepower. Zadarius Smith is available, and on top of that, we still don't know what version of Marshon Lattimore we're getting in 2025. Training camp begins July 22nd, and Adam Peters has one last shot to add a proven weapon before things get real. Commanders fans, it's time to ask the question. Would you bring in Zadarius Smith or roll with what we've got? Let us know your take in the comments. Is Lattimore worth his contract? Should Zadarius Smith be in burgundy and gold by the time camp kicks off? Hit that like button if you want to see Washington stay aggressive. Subscribe for all the latest on the Jayden Daniels era, defensive moves, and trade buzz. This is Commanders HQ, and we're just getting warmed up. #HTTC